Civic engagement means working to make a difference in the civic life of our communities and developing the combination of knowledge, skills, values, and motivation to make that difference. As citizens, we have a fundamental job to identify and understand problems within our communities and work to solve them together. The key to any successful democracy is that elected officials hear, respect, and respond to the voices of all citizens. But over the past 2 decades, people are speaking softer and softer, and civic engagement has declined nationally. This is most dramatically seen in the working class. This means their voices and interests are not being heard. It also means that these communities, which tend to be poorer, have less people working on community problems where they are needed most. The problems the working class face are many times directly linked to the overarching policies in place. When these groups drop out of civic society, the people who are left contributing to these policies are a small minority of educated elites who understand how to organize effectively and have their voices heard. As more and more of the working class drop out of civic society, an intrinsic cycle of apathy forms. This cycle is then passed down from parents to children. This lack of engagement and feeling of apathy begins in adolescence and stems from a range of factors. But at the core, there are less opportunities to develop the combination of knowledge, skills, values, and motivation, which are all needed for sustained civic engagement. Take, for instance, a kid from a higher status family. His parents probably went to college. They read the newspaper and talk about politics. They encourage him to volunteer on weekends or get involved in a community organization to help him better prepare to go off to college. He will be exposed to additional knowledge, more meaningful experiences, and relationships with professors, mentors, or friends who encourage him to participate in civic affairs. Youth from disadvantaged backgrounds, however, do not have equal access to such opportunities. Let's look at a working class teen. His parents most likely did not go to a 4-year university and may work long or odd hours and are not around in the evenings to spend time with him. He works at a part-time job while in high school and is not encouraged to join community organizations. Upon graduation, he will most likely stay in his community while taking classes at a local junior college or trade school. But if we can shrink this opportunity gap and help mobilize the working class youth to re-engage within their local governments and communities, we can begin to reverse this cycle. As 2 social innovators with backgrounds in sustainability, graphic design, and civic engagement, we believe that we have a unique set of skills to tackle this problem. We believe that in order to mobilize working class youth to become civically engaged, we must increase motivation and incentives to be socially responsible and then decrease the gap in formal engagement opportunities. Over the next 12 months, we will be exploring the youth engagement landscape as it stands now, conducting interviews to better understand the motivations of youth, prototyping possible interventions, all while evaluating this hypothesis every step of the way.